War Drum Batreps, the sounds of war.
Welcome to War Drum Batrep. Today we have a guest. This is Jamie. We are going to play Tempest of War, 1250 points. We're going to have the forces of the Ultramarines controlled by me and
Genestealer Cult
controlled by Jamie, or maybe they're controlling Jamie. I don't know which one is happening. He's been a bit weird since he got here. See? Anyway, welcome to the battle report. It's going to be quite a nice wee tasty number. Should be fun, promises to be interesting. The lists are tasty. So 1250, Tempest of War. We'll show you the lists in a minute, we'll show you the battlefield in a minute, and then we'll get to the business. Right now, what you need to do is go down below, check down the links down below, check out our affiliates, our sponsors, and our Patreon. Patreon helps us sponsor the channel, it helps us get new scenery, it helps us get new paints, it helps us spray the scenery, it helps us paint new models, it helps us buy new models, and it gives you guys more stuff to watch. So the more you give, the more you get, and you help support us, and that's all we need. Thank you for your support for those of you who do support us, and thank you for your future support for those of you who are going to support us. And we'll get to the list in a second. We have 1250 points of Ultramarines, led today by Robotu Gilliman, Marnius Calgar, and a captain who is modelled with the Vengeance of Ultramar and a relic blade. We have a squad of intercessors and 3 squads of tactical marines. We have 2 squads of devastators. The only thing different than the devastators are the 2 devastator sergeants, which are just bog standard devastator sergeants. They don't have storm bolters or power fists. They are just normal bolt pistols and Astarius chainswords. And that's 1250 points of Ultramarines.
Okay, so today I have got, this is my force of Genestealer Cult, led by my Patriarch. His warlord trait is preternatural speed. His relic is the Amulet of the Voidworm. Then we've got a Primus, a Magus, a Kellermorph, a Locus, and a Sanctus. Then we have 2 units of Neophytes, 1 all armed with the best close-range weapons I can afford, 2 seismic cannons, 2 flamers, everyone else has shotguns. Second squad has mid-range, so 2 mining lasers, 2 grenade launchers, everyone else has autoguns. This guy is an icon, but I forgot to use the correct model. 5 aberrants, just with aberrant stuff. 5 acolytes with hand flamers. An Achilles Ridge Runner with a Achilles missile launcher and a flare launcher. A rock grinder with a heavy seismic cannon. And a Goliath truck for transporting. It shall be the shotgun squad that shall be in the Goliath.
Today's battle takes place on some random planet in some industrial hab somewhere. The forces of the Ultramarines and the Cult will face off in this theatre of battle. Our game mat is brought to you by GameMat.eu, and some of our scenery here from March of War, one of our channel sponsors. If you check out the links below, you can check out all his scenery. The rest of it's just a hodgepodge of GW stuff and homemade scenery. We'll get to the battle in a minute. So for today's Tempest of War, to make up the mission, we've got the deployment zone, which is search and destroy. Should be really interesting on this battlefield. We've got claim the battlefield. Those of you who've watched this before will know it. But it's fairly standard. You try and claim the objectives. It is an action. You get 5 for having 1, 5 for having 2, and then you score 2 objective points for each objective marker that you have claimed. And then for the twist, it is Paul of the Dread. We've had this one before. This is a no usage of the Insane Bravery stratagem, which could prove quite costly for some of those Genestealer units. Anyway,
they got high leadership.
That is today's mission. So for our deployment, I'll just film mine because there's nothing on the Genestealer side of the board because they're just blips. But that's how my guys are lining up. We've got a nice little forward unit of tacticals with a captain, intercessor, Marnius, Bobby, dev squad, another tactical squad, and a dev squad and tactical squad sitting up there on the bridge. And over here we've got a bunch of little grey dice representing the blips of the Genestealer Cult.
Every one is a thing. All the threes are just my deployment boundary.
For objectives, we've got one under here, we've got one over here, we've got one there, we've got one back over there, and one behind that building, right in that corner there. Excellent. So that is the deployment. We will be back with the roll-off. Most important part, the roll-off. That's a 4. That's a 6.
Damn it!
So I am first. And we shall see you for Ultramarines turn 1. So my cards for turn 1 are as follows. We've got a tempting target. Jamie, would you like to select one of the things in No Man's Land that I have to capture? I thought it might be the one over in your far corner. That's not happening this turn. Overwhelming firepower, and in this level of thing I have to kill 2 things from firing. I could probably do that.
Probably.
Depending on where they are. And secure No Man's Land. I have to get 2 objective markers in No Man's Land. I could probably do that this turn with a good run. Yeah. Anyway, that's my cards for this turn, so we shall see where we lie after my movement. These guys are not doing anything else this turn, so they are literally just going to capture this objective. So my movement phase is finished. Heavy weapon teams have sat still. Little tactical squad's moved up the bridge a little bit. Bobby's moved back a little bit to block some backfield shenanigans. We've advanced up that tactical squad and flown the captain over. We've advanced up that intercessor squad to get onto the objectives so we can get our secure No Man's Land. Marnius has moved up under the structure. And that's it for movement. And suddenly, there are Genestealer cults popped up all over the place. So yeah, we'll have to do something about that infestation. So we'll be back for my shooting phase. So then the command phase, Calgar is going to put his reroll hits on there. They're benefiting from reroll wounds from Guilliman. That's the command phase over and done with. Got a command point and that's me up to 10. So we're going to start over here with these boys. The las cannons are going into the rock grinder under the big structure there. And the grav cannons are going into the Goliath truck there. So we will start with the grav cannons. The grav cannons are heavy 4 each, so that's 8 shots into that beastie. Hitting on 3s for lots. And wounding on...
Toughness, I believe, is 6.
So it's toughness 6 versus strength 5, so we'll be wounding on 5s. For 4 wounds at -3, but because of Dev Doctrine, -4.
No armor saves.
So that is 2 damage per.
I get rugged construction, so I reduce the damage by 1.
Rugged construction reduces damage by 1, so that is 4 damage.
Cool.
4 damage going through. Excellent. Now the las cannons onto the other chappie. Las cannons hitting on 3s. Both hit. These will be wounding on 3s with the rock grinder. For both wounds, these are at -4 also.
So no armor save on the rock grinder either.
So 2d6 damage.
For each dice again.
So 6 damage total.
6 damage.
Excellent. We'll check some things and we'll get on with the shooting phase. This heavy weapon team now is going to fire. So we're going to split fire again. We're going to go plasmas into the rock grinder. And we're going to go heavy bolters into the neophytes in the back corner because they've got range and it'd be wasted firing the other thing. So we're going to fire the plasma. So it's 2 D3 shots for 2 shots. Superb.
Do you want to overcharge?
I do not want to overcharge. There is literally no point because you get -1 damage.
Fair.
So I have 1 hit.
Do they have rerolls?
Yes, they do have rerolls.
So
reroll that too. It's a 1. Good job, I didn't supercharge. Wounding on a 3. So that is a wound. Yep. That is -4.
Well, there's no armor saving.
So
again.
that is 1 more damage.
1 more.
Because it's plasma and stuff. Yeah. So we got the heavy bolter shots coming in now on the neophytes. 6 heavy bolter shots hitting on 3s. Reroll. Yeah, I'm rerolling at 1s a lot. However, that is 5 hits. These will be wounding on 3s. They don't reroll 2s. So that's 4 at -2 because of Dev Doctrine.
-2, I'm Rusted Claw, so I take 1 AP off of that, so that's at 6 pluses.
Okie doke.
2.
So, 3.
3. I have not rolled in the dice tray.
That's okay, roll it in the dice tray. None. So it's 3 neophytes bit the dust. Excellent. We shall return with some more shooting. For the rest of the shooting, there's not very much left to do. Calgar's going to have a pot shot at the Goliath truck, and so are those tactical marines on the bridge, because that's all we've got left to shoot. So 2 shots coming from Calgar, hitting on 2s. They both hit on 6s for Ultramar, waha. And then it'll be 5s for none, which is fine. And we got the 5 shots coming in from the tactical squads, hitting on 2s. They are within 12 of Gilliman, so they reroll 1s. So that is 3. And 1 wound on a 6.
3 of armor.
You save it. Excellent. Thus concludes my shooting phase. We'll be back for my cards in a minute. I am not charging anything because I'm not in range to charge anything, and anything that is in range can't charge because it advanced. So that is the end of my turn. We'll check my cards in a second. So for my cards, I did not do overwhelming firepower, but I'm confident I can do it at some point. Tempting target, I think Jimmy's going to keep picking the backline one, so I'm going to discard that one. However, I do secure, I was trying to say score and secure at the same time there. I do secure no man's land. So I have 5 victory points for that. I'm confident I can do overwhelming firepower, so yeah, that's my cards for my turn 1. We'll be back for Tyranids, turn 1. Well, not Tyranids, but hardly are Tyranids. Genestealer Cult, turn 1. Genestealer Cult, turn 1, and the cards are as follows.
Storm hostile objective. That one.
Control one that you didn't control at the start of your turn. Well, the one that I controlled at the start of your turn. Yeah.
Area denial.
Have a unit wholly within the center of the battlefield and make sure there's nothing within 9 of it.
I think I can do that.
I think I'm within 9 of it. But if you kill that unit, then yes.
Grind them down. That's...
So you keep an attrition tally, and so basically at the end of this turn, if you've say got 2 or 3 on it, and it goes to my turn, I have to kill more than you. If I kill more than you, you don't score it. If you kill, but if you,
that's not great.
It's not too bad.
I'll see what I can do.
So that is cards for turn 1. We'll be back after turn 1, command phase and movement.
Okay, so for my command phase, I'm activating their banner. I rolled a 4, so I get the 3 guys that were slain from this unit back. And then also in my command phase, I'm going to spend 1 command point on Devoted Crew so that my Goliath Rock Grinder operates at full wounds rather than only on 3.
That is fair.
And that is my command phase. I will be back at the end of my movement. Okay, so the end of my movement phase, my Ridge Runner drove up here to get to a better firing position. Rock Grinder advanced for both shooty and melee. Truck has gotten to the middle of the board to hopefully secure an objective. These guys just remained exactly where they were standing because they're where I need them to be. Then we got the Sanctus who scurried up this wall in order to try and shoot that captain in the face. And I believe that is the end of my movement phase. Time to cast spells.
Indeed. Though we should mention the Rock Grinder didn't actually advance, it just moved.
Oh yeah, I say advanced in a way of meaning movement,
it's fine,
but
just
I forget
in case
that's the name of the rule.
Anyone gets confused.
It's the name of the rule, Jamie.
It is. We'll be back for the psychic phase.
Okay, so the Magus is going to cast Mental Onslaught into that Primaris squad right there. Yeah. Goes off on a 5, and then the shenanigans begin. Goes off of a 5. So, I get 4 dice. Every 5 up I roll is a mortal wound. If I get a mortal wound, I roll with 3 dice. And I roll until I run out of dice or don't roll a 5+. It stops there.
Excellent.
I gave it a go.
That was handy. And that's the end of the psychic phase.
Yep.
So we'll be back for the shooting phase.
Okay, starting off the shooting phase, we're going with the Ridge Runner firing its Altan missile launchers and... No, we'll put the missile launcher into Marnie's Calgar and then we'll put the heavy stubbers into that Primaris unit.
Okay.
So 3 shots from the missile launcher, hitting on fours. 2 hits.
Cool.
Wounding on strength 6, toughness 5.
5, yeah.
3s. AP is -3, taken down to -2, because he's Space Marine.
Yes. So,
Get off my ship, Space Marine.
4 pinball either way.
Yes.
1 goes through.
3 damage.
Cool. We're just down to 2 because...
Marnie's Calgar.
Yes.
Then we've got 6 shots from the heavy stubbers into the Primaris Marines right there.
Okay, doke.
Hitting on foes. 2 hits.
Yes.
I'm firing at half range, so AP is increased by 1 against them.
Okay.
So AP -1 down to nothing, back down to 0.
Yep.
Wounding on fuzz. 2 wounds.
Excellent. So just...
3+.
Just standards. Fail both.
I kill a guy with a heavy stubber.
It happens on occasion.
Then we're gonna do the rock grinder, firing its heavy seismic cannon in short wavelength. Sorry, long wavelength. We get 6 shots.
Okay.
No wait, that is shortwave. So it's 6 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, AP -2 down to 1. That's all hit.
Excellent.
Wounding on 3s, -2. So -2 down to 1.
Saving on 4s.
Each one failed is 2 damage through.
Cool. That's 3 deads. Just leaving the sergeants.
Heavy stubber! 1. Nothing.
Fair.
Damn.
Cool.
So the truck is going to fire its autocannon into Calgar, its heavy stubber into that last guy, and then all of its passengers are also going to fire into that last guy.
That poor little intercessor.
So 4 shots from his twin autocannon, hitting on 4s, so every single shot missed. 3 shots from the heavy stubber into the Primaris Marine. Every single shot missed.
Superb.
So then we got 5 shotguns, so 10 shots against the Primaris Marine. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s, because it's strength 4.
Cool.
A lot of saves at AP nothing.
Come on, you can do it. 6 3-ups.
Fails 1, so he's down to 1 wound.
He's down 1.
2d6 from the flamers. So that's 9. So that will be on 4s again. 2. AP nothing again.
2 3-ups. Fail 1. I'm going to CP it just because I can. Yep.
2 seismic cannons. Shortwave, so 3s. Nope, not 3s to hit, 3s shots.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s. AP -1.
So, is that including armor content?
That's including armor of contempt.
Okay, so 4 ups. Yeah, he's dead.
Finally! And then I will go with the Sanctus, who's going to put his sniper rifle into the
Captain down
captain
here.
right there. So I would roll to hit.
Sanctus is up there.
So I would roll to hit, but he's got the soul sight rule, meaning whenever he rolls to hit, he hits.
Fair.
So just 3+ to wound, because it's strength 5. If he rolls a 4+, it does 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm going to CP reroll it. Nope.
Nope. Good job, Sanctus.
You did it.
Well, that is the end of the shooting phase because Jamie had shot himself out of range with the guys at the back there. They only had range in the Primaris units. So yeah, that's the end of the shooting phase. There are no charges, so we're just going to go check Jamie's cards, see what he scored, and then it'll be into Ultramarines turn 2.
Okay, so the end of the turn I've scored Storm Hostile Objective and Area Denial, and I've got 1 point on Grind Them Down, so Ross just needs to kill 2 units and I will not get that.
Yep.
Overall, I think I've did a fairly good job for turn 1.
Well, to be fair, I actually only have to kill 1 because it has to be higher. So if I equal you, then you don't get it. But
oh well. I scored 2 out of 3.
You scored 2 out of 3, so that is 10-5. We'll check my cards in a minute for the start of Ultramarines turn 2. So at the start of Ultramarines turn 2, the claim the battlefields comes into effect. I control 1, I control 2, and I have claimed 1 objective. So I get 12 victory points, taking me to 17 to Jamie's 10. And I like to check my cards for what else I have to do this turn. I have to get Blood and Guts. That's combat. It's probably not going to happen. And raise a banner. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Cool. Overwhelming firepower from the last time. I have to kill 2 units and shooting. I was planning on trying to do that anyway because I want to try and get Jamie off of Grind Them Down. So yeah, I'm going to keep all those. And we'll see where we lie after my turn 1 movement and command phase. So at the end of my turn 2 movement, the heavy weapon squads have stayed still. I gave these guys Squad Doctrine to put them into the Devastator Doctrine for this turn. The other heavy weapon stayed still, but before Malrinius Calgar moved in the command phase, he gave them his rerolls. So they are rerolling everything, and rerolling wins of 1. Yeah, so that's it. The captain moved up, he's going to get a charge on there. Calgar's got a 6-inch charge on that if it's still there. Hopefully it isn't. And yeah, we will be back at the start of my shooting phase. Start of my shooting phase, my little Devastator squad that are in the Devastator Doctrine are going to devastate things. See what I did there? Yeah. So we're going to go and we're going to shoot the Grav Cannons at the Goliath and the Las Cannons at the Rock Grinder. And hopefully they go away and I don't have to do this again. So we'll start with the Las Cannons.
Oh no.
That's 1 hit. Do I CP that? I do. He's got 3 wins left.
Yes.
Right, so I'm not going to CP that. I'm just going to take the Larska on this because they got rerolls of...
3.
Yeah, it hits. So that is -4, so there is no save because they're in Dev Doctrine.
You need to roll a 4 or higher. No, a 3 or higher.
3 or higher, yeah.
-1. Oh no, you need a 4 or higher.
That's a 5.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Does he explode? No.
He does not.
But I have to roll for the 5 aberrants inside to see if anyone dies. 1 does.
1 is dead. Excellent.
So I lose an aberrant. I'm going to say it's not the hypermorph.
That's fair.
Because I need that hypermorph.
Okay, so we've got the 8 shots from the Grav Cannons coming in now, going at the Goliath truck. These are hitting on 3s. I have rerolls of everything because of Calgar being lovely to them, and that's handy because they missed a lot. Yeah, so they missed 1. These are wounding on 5s, but they have rerolls of 1 from Gilliman. Reroll them 1s. For 3 wins at -4.
Down to 1 wound. No, yeah. Down to 3 wounds.
Well, it would be 6 wounds, and then it would go down per 1, so it's 3 through. So it's 3 wins.
3 through, so that takes him down to 3 wins left.
3 wins left. Excellent. Cool, that's it for that the Devastator squad. We'll be back with the other one. This little Devastator squadron that's not in Devastator Doctrine will hopefully still be devastating. We'll fire everything they've got into that little Goliath truck there. So we'll start with the plasma shots. D3 each. That's better. That's 4. I like 4 shots better than 2. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. That's 4 hits.
Only on 3s.
On to 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Gilliman. Yeah. So that's 4.
AP -3.
-3, yep. So 6 ups.
Plus. Pass 1, fail 3. That's enough to cook the vehicle.
Excellent. It's gone. And the rest of the shots are wasted.
It does explode.
It does explode.
Yes.
Fair.
2 guys die. I'm just going to take 2 shotguns away.
2 deads. Excellent. And that's that. So to continue my shooting, I'm going to have my captain shoot at those aberrants. Now he's got a nice fun gun. Normally, it would be a normal Stormbolter, it would just be 4 shots, because this is a rapid fire 4 Vengeance of Ultramar, Tyrannic War relic. It's 8 shots, because they're within half range. So on 2s. And those go away. And then we... So it's just still strength 4, so these are on 5s. We get 2 through.
AP?
Tactical Doctrine, so -1.
6 plus armors. Nope. So 1 is down to 1 wound. I'm going to put it on the guy in the back because that hypermorph is important.
Excellent. And then we'll jump over to Calgar. Calgar is going to shoot at them as well. He is also within half range, so he gets his extra shots. So Calgar gets his rapid fire 2, so he's shooting and he is getting these hitting on 2s. They all hit. And these will be wounding on 5s as well, but these are extra minusy. He gets none, so that is fine. We'll have to charge them later. Okay, we'll check the rest of shooting and be back in a second. We did a little bit off camera. This squad shot down here and did quite a number on that little bunch of neophytes there, leaving them down to 2 guys remaining. We'll do charges and stuff in a second, but yeah, that was a good end of shooting phase. We shall see what happens next. So in the charge phase, we've got this little captain here. He can't fail. I'm assuming Jamie's going to fire Overwatch.
I will.
Right, fire Overwatch then, sir.
So I'll start with the heavy stubbers, with 2 heavy stubbers, 6 shots on 6s. 1.
Cool.
On 4s. Nope. L10. Achilles missile launcher. Nope. And dash me Overwatch.
Excellent, cool. I am within an inch, so I cannot fail. So he's in. The important one is Calgar. Calgar needs a 9 to get within range. For McCrag! That was bad. Let's try that again.
Yep.
CP. For McCrag! Yes! Yep. Rawr! This may be a mistake. We'll be back for combat. Start of this combat phase, Marnius Calgar is going to smack some aberrants. He's got 7 attacks on the charge. He's hitting on 2s and then wounding on whatever he feels like, because it's silly.
I'm going to use Bestial. I can't remember what the name of the stratagem is, but
Okay.
it's transhuman. For aberrants, it costs me 2 command points.
Okie doke.
So you can't wound me on anything less than a 4.
Sweet. Hitting on 2s. Fails 1. 6 hits.
4s.
Yes, 4s.
Thought I'd do that just to help that one of them survives. That was command points well spent.
D3.
Oh, wait, no, I've got a guy.
Yeah, you've got a guy in a wound. He is literally toast.
Toasty.
Yeah,
So now the captain would go, because I'm not going to bother interrupting with that Jeep.
that's fair.
Because it hits on 6s with 3
Yep.
attacks.
It is the captain's turn, so he gets 6 attacks on the charge. Hitting on 2s. He fails 3, which is on 4 in fact. That is unfortunate. I will CP one of those. Yep. These are wounding on 3s because it's strength 7 to toughness 6.
Yep.
Just the 2.
No armor.
No armor save.
So it takes 4
damage. Yep.
Then we're going to smack back with the aberrants.
That seems fair.
Aberrants have got
Aberrantals.
power hammers. No, heavy power weapons. So they got... I'm attacking back against Marnius Calgar with 2 aberrants and 1 aberrant hypermorph. All of them armed with heavy power weapons. So it's 7 attacks on 3s, wounding on 3s, AP -2, 3 damage. So, a lot of failed hits.
Yes, indeed.
Wounding on 3s. Gonna CP this one. So, AP -2 down to -1.
That's a 3 up. I fail 1.
3 damage.
Excellent. Down to 2. And that thus endeth the combat. We'll check the cards in a minute. For leadership, the neophytes need to roll and see what they get.
They need a 1.
They
Nope.
do not get a 1.
So, I'm gonna say the leader runs away.
Okay. And
icon. On a 1 or 2 he runs 2. He's running, so that's that squad gone.
Now the aberrants.
They
only
fail on a 6. We're all good.
Excellent.
The mindless boys.
Check my cards in a second. My turn. I scored overwhelming firepower, and I did raise the banner on that squad back there. I might have not mentioned it on camera, but I mentioned to Jamie while we were doing stuff that that's what they were going to do. So yeah, that's 10 points there, putting me to a grand total of 27 to Jamie's 10. I didn't manage to get anything on Blood and Guts. I could have, that's why I went for it, but I didn't actually get a tally on it. I've done some damage, but not enough to get them back. And we'll be back for the Genestealer Cult turn 2.
So, end of Ross's turn. I do not get grind them down, so I'll just put that there. Whoops, sorry. And then we've got no retreat, no surrender. That's alright, I guess. Assassination. I have an assassin on the board, so hopefully that'll help.
Yeah.
And then we've got behind enemy lines. That'll work.
There we go. Cool. Stuff you can do.
Yes.
We'll be back for turn 2 Genestealer Cult command phase and movement shenanigans. So after movement on Genestealer Cult turn 2, you may start to notice there are several other Genestealer thingies popped up to say hello. There's a little chappy over here. Gonna try and get a charge off on these unsuspecting boys over here. We've got a Patriarch has arrived in the centre of the battlefields. And we've got some boys over here. Gonna go and take care of some of these tactical marines. And that is it for movement for the Genestealer Cult.
Additionally,
Yeah.
in the movement phase, because of how Genestealer Ambush works, he is able to activate the command phase ability. So he's given these lot, the 5 guys in front of him, reroll 1s to wound with their hand flamers.
And there you go. So
Well, it's reroll 1s to wound for all their weapons, so in the fight and shoot phase, but their hand flamers are the most important thing.
excellent. We shall be back for that psychic phase.
Yeah! Okay, so, Psyche phase. We're starting off with a bit of bullying from the Patriarch, because he's going to cast both Mass Hypnosis and Mind Control into them. So, starting with Mass Hypnosis, it is Warp Charge 6. If it goes off, they're -1 from their attacks, and they fight last.
Excellent. It does not.
I've got an entire Psychic phase to go.
Fair.
Next one is Mind Control.
Okay.
This one's Warp Charge 7. If it goes off, -1 to hit, and if they cast... Oh, and they can't Overwatch.
Okay.
That's the end of it. Goes off with a 12, so I'm going to take Perils.
Excellent.
D3
Petals.
for 3.
Nice.
So he takes 3 goddamn wounds. I'm pretty sure that's him half-healthed.
Excellent. Well done, Patriarch. You're doing my job for me.
Then we're going to use the Magus to cast Mental Onslaught into Mardius Calgar.
That's just rude.
On a 5, I roll a bunch of d6 hoping for 5s. Goes off, I get 4 dice. If I roll any 5s, you take a mortal wound.
I'm aware of how.
That's 3 5s.
Excellent.
3.
3.
2 more. 5.
He is dead.
I'm going to keep going. And it stops there.
He is dead.
Brain Blast.
Indeed.
And then...
We all know he's not actually dead.
Yeah, he's just...
Slight headache and went off for a cup of tea.
I move in range to smite.
Ah, you're smitting.
Smitage.
Yeah, there's a smite. Baby smite.
Smitage.
3. So that is 1.
1.5 guys.
1's a wound. Excellent.
1.5 men.
1.5 men. It's like a really bad comedy show. Anyway, we shall be back in the shooting phase.
Okay, so some reckless maneuvers here. They're going to try and fire a missile launcher at the guy on the front of their car.
Fair.
On 5s, because it's a heavy weapon. No hits.
Cool.
Heavy stubber. Well, both of them. 1.
1 hit.
On 4s. It's a wound. No armor penetration.
Cool. I take a wound.
Yay, a flesh wound.
Whoa, whoa, a little tickle wound.
Snipping raffle.
Snipping rifle up here.
We're gonna try and hit Girly Man. And by try to hit Girly Man, I mean try to hurt Girly Man.
Yes, yes.
Because he's got soul sight, so he shoots, he hits. Now I gotta roll the wound.
5.
Toughness?
6.
Toughen 6, wounding on 5s. A 4+ does 1 mortal wound. Nope.
He's not a good sniper.
No.
We just got to throw that out there. And then the only other shooting you have is all the way over here.
The Western music starts as he draws his 3 revolvers.
Yep.
So 6 shots. Every hit I make, I get to roll another dice.
That seems
up
fair.
to a maximum of doubling. Let's go.
Excellent.
So, hitting on 2s. All hit. So I will roll the extra hits later. Wounding on 3s because they're strength 5.
Sufficiently less.
3. AP is -1. Actually, let me double check the range because I might get up 1. Roll 6 more.
Okay, roll the sixes. Roll the sixes now. 6 more extras.
So that's all of them, but these don't generate any more. 3s again. So that's 1 more.
1 more.
So 4 in total.
4 in total. AP -2 after adjustments and stuff. So needing 5s. I save 2 to go through.
Cool. So that's 2 damage.
2 damage. Oh, and look, as if by handiness, we've got a Devastator Sergeant that can die. Oh, isn't that a shame? That is the end of the shooting phase. So we are going to go straight into the charge phase. So we've got charges going off. We think we've got Patriarch charging somewhere, and this little chappie over here is charging. It's a Kellermoff, isn't it?
Kellermoff, yes.
Kellermoff. So that's the charges there. The Aberrants don't have range on anyone, I don't think. So yeah,
Nope.
it'll just be those. So where are you starting?
Patriarch, because I'll need to know whether or not I need to re-roll this.
Cool. I'm not overwatching, so.
So I'm just going to double check the range. I believe it's going to be an 8, because that's how far he can drop away. Yep, it's an 8. Commander Bay!
Nope, that's a 7.
Command point reroll. Justin!
Just.
Do,
Excellent.
do.
Just put him on the other side of the bar. He will not sit up there.
Kellermorph, also needing an 8.
And no reroll. I will overwatch this, but you can roll your charge just now. That's fine.
That went all the way out of nowhere. That's 1, so it's not going to matter.
It's a
Double ones!
1. Whoop, whoop. I shall do my Overwatch and see what happens. Yeah, so Overwatch. Let's start with the last cannons. There's no 6s in the last cannons, that's fine. Now the pièce de résistance, the 8 shots from the grabs. I can't drop dice. So let's see if we can get a couple of 6s here.
3.
We got 3 6s.
How much damage do they do?
Well, these are strength 5, so it's off the wound.
I believe you're wounding on 3s.
I would assume so.
Yes.
For 2 wounds at -4 because we're still in the Death Doctrine.
I have a 5-up invuln from my Quicksilver reflexes. Nope. How much damage?
What kind of save does he have?
5+.
2 each.
2 each.
No, 1 each. So just 2 damage.
Oh, well then, he's left on 2 wounds.
Excellent.
But he failed his charge anyway.
Yes. So he took 2 damage for no reason. Cool. So we go back for combat in a second.
Okay, so the Patriarch's got 6 attacks, full rerolls to hit because of his Warlord trait, then full rerolls to wound because of the weapon he's using. All hit.
Excellent.
So it is strength 6, so still wounding on 3s. Any 6s are ridiculous AP.
Excellent.
So these are AP -6 down to 5, and these are AP -4 down to 3.
Okay. Cool. 6 ups on those 3. Neither. Well, we've got 1. But I believe that's enough to kill them.
3 damage apiece, but that's... So that's...
Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah. So
It only does mince the unit.
2 command points for Return to Shadows. Instead of consolidating, he goes back off the board.
Smell that cowardice.
Yes.
Yep. Apparently no epic battles today. Fair. Well, that's the end of your turn. We'll
Your
check
epic
your cards.
battle will be on my terms.
Fair. Yeah, okay. I get 5 attacks on my Capitan on the vehicle. Hitting on 2s. Missing 1. Wounded on 3s. For 3 at -3.
No save.
2 damage apiece.
Flare. I forgot he's got flare launches. So he's got oh wait, no, 6-up invuln against range.
Yeah,
So does he explode?
good question.
No.
No, he does not. Goodbye. Excellent. So we'll check the cards in a minute and see what happens. Jamie forgot all about his little chaps over here. We added them in. They managed to kill 2 guys in that squad with their flamers, and they failed the charge twice, even with a reroll. So yeah, that brings us up to speed.
Okay, so at the end of my turn, I score assassination in behind enemy lines, because I'm Genestealer Cult and I excel at doing these things. But I need to wait to see what happens in Ross's turn to see if I score no retreat, no surrender. I also did the action over here, but I can't remember that gives me any points.
Does. We forgot to add in your thingy at the end of that turn. You were holding 1 objective.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 5 points for 1 objective, and you claimed that. So you claimed that this turn. So you'll get next time. You'll get extra bonuses in the command phase.
Got it.
At the start of my turn 3, claim the battlefield. I've got 1 and 2, and I have claimed 1, so that's another 12 victory points, putting me up to quite a bit, 39 I believe. Yeah, 39 to Jamie's 20. I do get a tally on blood and guts from last turn because I beat up that vehicle with my big sword. So I have 1 point on that, and then I'll draw some new ones. So you've got extend battle lines, which if I control the objective mark in my own deployment zone and one no man's land at the end of my turn, I'll get that one because I already do have that. Battlefield supremacy, will score this if I hold 3 or more objectives, which I could technically do, but I might not. We'll see what happens. So the start of my turn 3, I am going to stay in the tactical doctrine because there's no reason to move to the assault doctrine. Everybody that has the benefit from the assault doctrine's already got really stupid minus. So yeah, we've moved up. Little chaps have stayed over there on the objective. These guys have just moved round to kind of block Patriarch jumping back in areas I don't want him. Heavy weapons teams have stayed still. They have their targets. They know where they're going. My captain with Relic Blade has moved up to say hello to the Aberrants. He's going to have a little bit of slice and dice over there. Hopefully get rid of them. Yeah, so we know what we're doing, and we will be back for the shooting phase. At the start of the shooting phase, we have a little tactical squad here. They are going to fire at this squad here and try and get rid of them. They're within rapid fire range, so we'll be doing 10 shots, and we'll see where we go from there. 10 shots coming in, needing 3s. That's a substantial amount of 3s. And then it'll be 4s because they are toughness 4 because they're acolyte hybrids. For 4 4s at -1 because of tactical doctrine.
6+ armors. Not a 1, 4 die.
Excellent. That's happy days. Next tactical squad's going to try and finish off the last remaining guy there in that squad because they want to. And he needs to die. For that many hits, needing 4s. For 4 at -1.
Death.
He is also toast. Excellent. Captain over here is going to shoot his shots at the Aberrants. So we got rapid fire 4, so 8 shots hitting on 2s. Yeah.
Wounding on 5s.
Wounding on thieves. For 2.
AP -1.
AP -1 because of tactical doctrine. Yeah.
6 up armors. No. 1 is down to 1 wound.
Excellent. We'll see what happens in combat with those guys. We've still got some more shooting to go though. Yes. Continuing the shooting phase, we've got this Devastator squad. They're going to fire everything they can at the Keller Morphs. We've got 2 Grav Cannons and 2 Las Cannons. Hitting on normal things now that it's not Overwatch. So Las Cannons on 3s. That's 2 Las Cannon hits.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s. We get 1 through anyway.
5 up and roll. No.
No.
Roll anything but a 1.
A 4. He's toast. May have oversold the amount of shots needed there, but hey, he's dead, and that's the main thing. Yeah, this other tactical Devastator squad are going to fire everything they can at the Aberrants. So we'll sort that out in a second. D3 plasma shots from the heavies into the Aberrants. So we've got 4 shots from the plasma guns. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. For 2 at -3.
No armor.
1 damage each. So
Damage each.
kills the one on a wound and wounds another. And then we have the 6 heavy bolter shots, hitting on 3s. Then wounding on 4s. For 2 at -1.
6 ups. Nope. Lose another aberrant.
Kills another aberrant, leaving the big man behind.
Leaving just the hypermorph.
Yep. And that is it for the shooting phase, I believe.
Yeah.
I'll do a couple of measurements, but I'm pretty sure that's it for the shooting phase. So Gilman has got his 3 rapid fire shots. He's going to fire into the aberrant because I don't want to kill that in shooting. I want to kill it in combat. So yeah, at the aberrant, 3 shots hitting on 2s. He fails 1. These are wounding on 3s. It's strength 6. For 1, I will CP that. For not. So yep, just the 1.
Arm penetration?
-1.
6 up. Nope.
2 damage.
2 damage regular, or does it start at 3?
Starts at 2, so down to 1.
Down to 1. Down to 2 wounds left on this hypermorph.
Cool. So we will get to charges in a moment. Start the combat phase. Well, start the charge phase. Gilman's going to charge this little chappie. He needs a 4. I believe he gets it.
Yeah.
On a 9. So he is in there. We shall then charge here. We are needing a 3 this time. So anything but a double 1. It is not a double 1. It is a 3 exactly. So he is in there. So we'll be back for combat. Start the combat phase. Captain is going to slice and dice. So 6 attacks can charge, needing 2s. He gets them all. And these are needing 3s because it's strength 7 versus toughness 5.
Yep.
He fails a couple. So 3 go through at -3.
Death to the aberrant.
Death to the aberrant. Goodbye, aberrant.
Go ahead and... May I request you use the fist to kill the Primus?
No.
Okay.
No, you may not. I have a fiery sword and I wish to jab you with my fiery sword.
Very well.
So we've got Gilman coming in against the little Primus. Is it Primus?
Yeah, Primus.
Yeah, Primus. Yep. So we're going to get 7 attacks. These are hitting on 2s. He fails 1. These are wounding on 2s because of strength silly.
Yes.
He misses a couple more, but that's 4 at -4. There are no 6s to wound. 4 at -4. There are 3 damages apiece.
Minced.
Minced.
He has officially been turned into a packet of low-fat mince.
And that is it for my charge phase and my combat phase. We will be back for my cards in a second. So, Blood and Guts is well and truly scored. I've also extended battle lines because I control that one and the one in my deployment zone. And I also have Battlefield Supremacy because I have 3 guys on 3 objectives. So I get another 15 points there, taking me to 44 victory points to Jamie's 20. And at that point, Jamie would like to... would you like to... You were saying you want to...
I'll play it out just because for fun.
Okay, he's going to play it out just for fun. Okie doke.
Let's see what I can do.
Part of Genestealer Cult turn 3. Jamie gets 5 for having 1 and 2 because he has claimed that one also. Yeah, so that's his. So he puts him up to 32. I was slightly off with mine. He was on 25.
I actually scored no retreat, no surrender because none of the units that were killed failed a morale check or were in range to capture an objective.
That is true. You're up to 37.
So that goes there. I get one more CAD, and let's see what it is. Hold the line.
Yep.
Overwhelming firepower. And deploy teleport Homer.
Indeed.
I don't think I'm going to get these 2, but I'll try.
Okie dokie. Yep. We'll see what happens after the movement phase. So at the end of Jamie's movement phase, he's ran his characters up. He's ran his neophytes up a little bit further forward. And he's dropped in his patriarch. I am, because he is very close, I am going to use Auspex Scan for 2 CP, taking me down to 4 CP remaining. And I am going to shoot at him with everything I have. So we'll start with the las cannons. It's just a normal shooting phase now, so it's just hitting on 3s. So we get both the las cannons. These are will be wounding on 3s. Get 1. I will CP the other one because I want it to go down to 3. I get it. So that's 2 at -3.
Okay, 4 up invuln.
Okay.
I'll declare, because of his relic, Amulet of the Void Worm, this dice is a 6.
Okay, so you
So
still...
once per game, I can declare one of his invuln saves as a 6+.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a 6. This other one's a 4+. There
Which
we
you
go.
get a 6 anyway. Cool, he is fine.
So the last cannons don't kill me.
Nope, the last cannons don't, but the Gravs might.
Grabs me.
What's his save?
5+.
5+. Well, he's not. We're not getting
He's
no
got
2
5+
damage.
save, but a 4 up invuln.
Cool. And toughness.
5.
Cool. So these are 4s. 5 at -3.
4 up invulns.
Cool.
That's dead.
Excellent. He's toast. Goodbye, Patriarch. It was lovely knowing you. And then we'll be back in the psychic phase.
Okay. Magus casting Mental Onslaught against the people who just killed the Patriarch because they've done enough this game and they need to die. 5 + warp charge. On we go, my boy. Here we go. 5 ups. I get 1.
Excellent.
3 dice. That's 2.
That's 2. That's 1 dead and 1
2
wounded.
dice. None.
1 dead, 1 wounded.
Damn
Let's
it.
kill a las cannon and wound a grav cannon.
Next.
Schmeat on the captain.
Smitty.
Schmeat on the captain.
Here we go. That's a 7. That's an out. That goes off, but it's only a tiny one. For 2.
Cool. He has taken 3. He has 2 wounds remaining.
Enemy psychic.
End of your psychic. Superb.
Guns o'clock.
We'll get back to you with the shooting phase.
Off with the Sanctus firing his snapping rifle into those Devastators, but he doesn't roll to hit, he just hits. Time to roll to wound. Wounding on the 3, 4+ is cause immortal. CP reroll my last command point. There we go. So 1 mortal wound kills off that guy.
Kills off the other grav cannon. That's fine.
And then it's AP -3, so down 2.
Cool.
+1 for cover.
Yep.
So -1.
It's fair.
2 damage. Kills another guy, so they're down to 1.
Kills. I shall take. The gravs have been so good. We'll take the las cannon away.
Cool.
And
Next.
then everything else is shooting at my captain, isn't it?
Locust gonna fire his auto pistol, hitting on a 4.
Not so
No.
much.
Not grav cannons, heavy
Mining
mining lasers. -1 because they moved. 5 ups. Neither.
Neither.
Grade launchers, firing crack grenades. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 wound. AP 1. Down to nothing.
Yep. 3 up save. Saves.
Auto guns. There's 6 of them.
Excellent.
4s.
Three hits.
Wounding on 5s.
Okie dokie. Not
Nothing.
so much.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
Charge.
He's going to charge.
He needs a very long charge.
Okie dokie. He's a full bomb, isn't it? Near enough. An 11. Or 10.
Looks to be a 10.
Cool. I will use one of my last remaining CP to overwatch because we're in range, so I get 8 shots. Overwatching on 6s. Getting 2.
Wounding on 3s.
For neither.
Command by.
Not so much.
Nope.
Fair enough. Cool. That is it for your turn.
Yes.
We will check your cards in a minute. Lone remaining Devastator man in that squad has to roll for a leadership morale test. On a 6 he will run away. Hits a 6, he does run away, he's had enough. He's decided discretion is a better part of valor and has gone home for the day. Start of my turn, I score another 12 for having won, having 2 and having claimed 1 of the 2. I get 12, taking me to 66 to Jamie's 32. So moving on, I will do my movement and we'll get back to you in a second. For my movement phase, I have moved everything forward. We have moved, apart from the heavy weapon squad, the heavy weapon squad is going to stay still because they've got range on the stuff they need to do. The captain has moved from that objective up to go and have a hello to the Sanctus and finish him off because he's been quite annoying, if not not proficient. And we're going to shoot some stuff at the bodyguard, and we're going to shoot Guilliman at the big guy if we can get rid of the bodyguard. So yeah, we will return in the shooting phase. So all these guys here and the heavy weapon squad opened up on the bodyguards and the neophytes at the back. 4 of the neophytes fell. The bodyguard eventually fell to some heavy fire. Even the captain shot down, and it took all of them to get him off. So we got Guilliman here. He's going to take his 3 shots at the big chap there. So 3 shots hitting on 2s for 3 hits. These are strength 6. He has toughness 3. So these are 2s.
No involved.
For 3 of them, 6 damage.
Minced.
Guilliman kills him. He is dead. We will get back to you in the charge phase. There's only one charge. It's right there, and you can't fail it. Charge, we'll roll it anyway. It's an 11. It was a bit of an over excess, so he's in. I know that. So we got 6 attacks, and this chap up here, the Sanctus, has -1 to my hit rolls. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I am hitting like a normal Space Marine now. I'm hitting on 3s for all of them. These are strength 7.
Toughness 3.
So these are 2s also. Failing 1. I have 5 going through at -3.
5 plus involved.
He takes 9 damage in total.
He's only got 4 health. You know, he is minced.
He is also minced. Excellent. So yes, morale.
Take a morale at -4, meaning they fail on 5 up.
They don't fail.
But that's where I'm going to call it, because I literally have 6 guys left. Sure, I could regenerate D6 of them, but then I have 10 guys left.
That is fair. I didn't even check my cards for that round. I'm going to check those quickly, and I'll get back to you in a second. Cards for that turn that I didn't do. I would have got Defend Stronghold, so that would put me to 71. I didn't do Investigate Site, so I wouldn't have got that. But grind them down, I killed 3 units. There's no way the neophytes left were going to be able to do enough to kill me. Kill 3 of my units, so I would have scored that as well, taking me to 76 to your 32. And we'll see you for the wrap up. So that's the way it ends. Yeah, it was. It started off kind of like back and forth, and then it was just a whitewash or a blue wash, as the case may be.
Starts as quite a few Genestealer Cults start. Doing well until the Space Marines arrive.
Basically, yeah. To try and steal our land with your sneakiness. But yeah, it was an interesting battle report. I've not played against the cult very much. But I mean, again, when you take a Primarch at 1250 points, things happen. I mean, he has a 4th of my lists, but he does hit like a train and buffs like an absolute beast, and I do love him. Yeah. But thank you for joining us. It was very nice to play.
It was a fun game.
It was a very fun game. We ended up about doubled victory points wise, so it was pretty intense. But it was fun. It's always nice to see a different army on the channel. We don't get Cult on very often. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Thank Jamie for coming. Leave us some comments. Leave us some love. Check out our links down below. Check out our Patreon. Check out our affiliates and our sponsors. You know what the Patreon does, it helps us make more of these. If you guys enjoy them, consider supporting the channel and helping us more. It's not exactly a lot of money, it's £2 a month for the base level, and it just, every little helps. We thank you very much for joining us. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one.